Cracking everyone, I hope you're having a sick one. It's Vane here on the Horizons Divided server. Today we've got a bit of an action-packed one, so I hope you're all sat relaxed in a comfy chair with a hot beverage to enjoy this one. Today we take on the Wither. As you can see on the left of me, we got its head. We also have a job to do at spawn, and we begin work on the Dwarven mines. Alright guys, so I've just had a message on Discord off of Cahill, and he said he's left a request in the shop. So you can already see that this business is booming. So let's just jump down here and check the chest. Yep, looking cool. Let's read it quickly. So, piston duplicator building. So I do believe that a while ago that we said we were going to have a community piston duplicator that duplicates rails, just because if we need to do railways it makes things easier. Please make the piston building look amazing. It will be for everyone's use. He already knows that my builds are amazing, so that's good. It's good to know that the customers know what they're paying for. He'll pay for the materials, so that's an extra 5 diamonds to be included in his cost as well. Okay, yep, it's right behind you too. So that must mean, I've just noticed it on the way in that there's an iron building, so I'm guessing that's it. Iron blocks have to be there to make the system work. Can be replaced with other blocks, okay. And everything else is up to you for design. So the iron blocks are there now, but they can be replaced with other blocks. Alright, good to know. So that means that if they do take up any space in my design, I can just replace them with whatever blocks I want to do. So let's go and check out the space. Yeah, right behind. Yeah, this will be it then. Yeah, okay. So we've got some, it's as I expected, it's just a rail duplicator. I've never really seen one before, so let's just, have we got any blocks? We've got some dirt. Let's just jump up and see what we've got. So if you're ever doing a redstone build, it's best to just count the real estate. So this looks to be 5 to the middle, 5 to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the middle. So that makes it 11 by 11. So it's good that it's got a middle. That should be perfect to get started. Alright, so here we are. I thought I would go for a stone brick facade this time to really match the industrial sense of the building. And we are going for a similar style to the dirt house that we built in episode 1, purely because there isn't 2 floors to work with, and I thought an A-frame style would work much better for this build. And here it is, half complete. Now I'm leaving these clips a little bit longer to test something out, because I thought I'd discuss with you guys whether you'd prefer to see more of my building process. Since I test things out in creative a lot, I can always show you guys the creative test world, or I can simply run the clips longer, but I'm cutting it so short because I think it's super boring to see me texturize and maybe place a stair wrong and have to place it again. I think that's really like dull to watch. So here for example, I'm just placing up some dirt, and that's not interesting to me, or it might be to you guys, but to me it's not interesting, especially since I've planned it out in creative already. And even here I'm placing up some bone meal, and in creative I would maybe be more specific about it and not use bone meal at all, but since it's survival and I have to do things that aren't resource intensive, I have to use the bone meal. So that brings me on to the point that these berry bushes are super underrated for decoration, as are spruce leaves. I think they're a perfect finisher, which is why we always seem to end our clips with them. Alright guys, so we're back in the game here, and I thought I would show off the build quickly, because you don't really get to see it properly in the video. Now, Cahill's come back and he's added in some lanterns, which I wanted to do anyway, but thankfully... Oh, you're joking? Yeah, this is the finished product. On the inside I added in an archway, because I think it fits the style a lot more, and it also means there isn't a dirt roof, despite the fact that it is over here, otherwise... it would have affected the system if I'd brought the arch all the way through, sadly. And then on the outside I literally just added all the way around the bone meal and the leaves and the rose bushes, and coincidentally this is actually the path to the frost masons, so I began working on that a little bit. I just added some decoration along the sides, and I think we'll continue to do that all the way. But for now that's all of the commissions done, but we can double check. I'm pretty sure there's no extra ones in here. Have a look. Nope. Okay, so with that I think we're going to transition over to the base, because we need to begin working on the dwarven entrance to the mountain. So here we are guys at the mountain, beginning on the gate. I put up 2 cobblestone pillars to sort of mark out what I wanted to do, and we're doing a palette in a style that's not too dissimilar from the build we just did for Cahill. Now, this gives me another opportunity to really flush out what I was saying earlier, and I want to get feedback from you guys. I want to know if you want to see or hear more of my process when it comes to building. And like I said before, I could give you guys an insight into my creative test world and what I do when I'm thinking about how I want to style something, how I want to build something, how I build a palette. And if that's something you guys are interested in, please just let me know in the comments, because I would be more than happy to do that. I feel confident enough to sort of explain what I do when I'm building creative or when I'm planning something out. Now you can see here that it's just a simple pillar, nothing too flashy, no extremely expensive blocks in there, and it really gives a nice style. I think it's nice, and there's the texture in the archway. And we're using diorite here. Now the reason we're using diorite is because building in Minecraft is all about building really nice contrasts, and I think the white of the diorite stands out against the archway here. Now it would be wrong of us not to finish off the clip by placing in some spruce wood leaves to really finish off the area. Now we're jumping into a clip from the wither fight here. Sadly the footage is way too dark to show you guys most of the fight, but I wanted to show you a little technique. If you run down a one wide hole, you can actually hit the strange hitbox of the wither with a nice bow, which sadly he actually burnt when I went into melee mode, so that's nice. Okay guys, so here we are. I've worked on it a bit more off camera, mostly because I think working on the interior would have been boring, which I'll get to in a moment, but also LordMasterTrot came in and he added in some ice on the outside, which I really like. I've gone for a drawbridge kind of effect here, even though it wouldn't actually work. I think it gives a nice atmosphere. On the edges I've got some concaves for the waterway, and we've just put in some campfires because I think it really gives that dwarven feel. And then we've got a nice swing gate here made out of some stripped spruce, which I really like. I think it looks super solid and nobody would ever try testing that. So going forward, I'm not really sure what we want to do down here. I think we're just gonna cave it out quite a bit, and then we're going to add in some waterways down there and give it this sort of industrial mine feel. So you're probably also thinking, how the hell did you get this giant hole caved out so quickly? Well, half of it was the wither, which I'll get to in a minute, and half of it was this speedy new pickaxe we've got in combination with the haste 2 beacon. So if I just come over here and get rid of this cobblestone block, you'll see that we now have a beacon. Okay guys, so here we are down with the beacon. Now you can see we've already started mining out a bit here. I don't think we're going to do a project down here. I think it's mostly just doing some speed mining, because if you look, it's absolutely blisteringly fast. It's quite unbelievable actually. I'm not sure whether I like it or not, because I'll be building and then take out half of what I've already done, but it does make things a lot easier when we come to build the caverns. And with that, I'm going to leave the episode there. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a bit.